The EU warned Britain that Brexit will stop its people eating fish and chips unless the UK caves to EU demands to fish its waters, unearthed reports reveal. Brexit talks in Brussels on an EU-UK trade deal broke up early yesterday, with the EU's chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, complaining of a lack of respect by the UK government. The two sides ended the week's negotiations, the first in person since February, a day ahead of schedule amid frustration over serious disagreements. Mr. Barnier said, "Our goal was to get negotiations successfully and quickly on a trajectory to reach an agreement. However, after 4 days of discussions, serious divergences remain." Mr. Barnier highlighted access to fishing grounds for EU vessels and state aid rules. He said he recognised the British red lines but suggested the EU's flexibility had not been met with similar understanding from Downing Street. The UK insists any fishing agreement must be separate from the trade deal with access negotiated annually in a similar fashion to Norway's agreement with the bloc. As tensions are set to rise, unearthed reports reveal how the EU tried to intimidate Britain in 2018, warning the country that fish and chips would have been at risk unless the UK caved in to the EU's fishing demands. According to a throwback report by The Telegraph, former Prime Minister Theresa May told MPs she had firmly rejected a demand for access to fisheries in return for a UK-EU trade deal. Minutes later, Sabine Weyand, the now EU Director-General for Trade and former EU's deputy Brexit negotiator, tweeted that a fisheries agreement was in the best interests of both sides. She then shared research that showed Britain needed EU imports of cod and haddock to keep eating fish and chips. The research showed Britain catches only 5% of the cod it eats, about 21,000 tons, and imports the rest, equivalent to 110,000 tons. More than half of UK-consumed haddock, which is also used in fish and chips, is imported, amounting to 47,000 tons last year.